Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, 1918 to 2013.
We were dealing with this from early on Thursday night when reports started coming through that Madiba had taken a turn for the worse and that family members had gathered outside his home and inside. And so we were very much on high alert. The team was on standby. We had told everybody to stay close to their phones, stay sober, be on standby, because we just didn't know what was going to happen. And at around 11 o'clock, that's where things really stepped into high gear. I'd been communicating with our reporter who was stationed outside Madiba's house, and he just called to say, I don't know what's happening, but there's a definite shift here in momentum. A whole lot of flashing blue light cars had gone through to the entrance, and then we knew something was up. Shortly after that, we found out that there was going to be a special announcement of national importance on the SABC, and then we knew for a certainty. It was a done deal. We mobilized our team. Team members were called to come into the office, and at about 5 to 12 on Thursday night, that's when President Jacob Zuma made the announcement. By that stage, though, we were all very much in high gear, and our plan just rolled into action.
Having young children, I was already asleep by the time the news broke, and the first thing that I heard was my phone ringing at about 5 to midnight, and there was an Australian accent on the other side, and I really couldn't work out what was happening. And then I suddenly realized that actually Nelson Mandela was dead, and this was it. It was quite a bizarre moment, and it really made you feel discombobulated, because not only are you still waking up, but you suddenly realize that, in fact, the world has literally changed while you've been asleep. And after that, things started to happen and started to move, and everything had suddenly changed.
After that, it was just about bringing people the best possible coverage that we could, on air and online as well, in a number of ways, on social media, through the rich storytelling, through multimedia, using pictures beautifully in our stories as well, and bringing people the information that they wanted to know. Not just how it happened, but I think also about, who the man was and what he meant to a lot of people as well. So our coverage stretched, across South Africa and internationally as well, how the world everywhere was, remembering him and realizing and coming to terms with his death.